look for tellable stories that are physically tellable, and from a plot point of view, that which is at least pliable.
Welcome back to the Life Plot Podcast with your host, Mario Benitez. Shout out to our sponsors off the top, Piragua ladies and gentlemen out there hitting you this summer with the best and freshest flavors, scraping that ice straight from the soul. Yeah, I don't got too much to talk about politically or fucking about the world this week. I do want to speak about the fucking late, great DMX. He passed away last week. And a lot of people don't know this about me, but when I was making music in like a metal hardcore band, a lot of my inspiration actually came from rappers. Like I remember like the first CD I ever bought with my own money when I was 12 was actually It's Dark and Hell is Hot. And I bumped that on my mom's little 3-disc changer so fucking hard, yo. Like that was like my kind of like childhood and beginning to music on my own. And yeah, you know, praise to the man who had all these, like, you know, he had a lot of fallacies and shit, and like, yeah, you could talk about his like personal life and addictions and whatnot, but man, he fucking was an icon in this city, you know, and what he did with music and his presence and what he left behind and even his philosophy was just great, you know. And yeah, rest in peace to the late great DMX. It's kind of a transition into and connection to who my guest is today. Another friend of mine who is Jerry DeLorenzo. Jerry is a guitarist to the band Jynx, and me and him came up together playing shows back in like 2003, 2004, playing at venues like Arlene's Grocery, fucking Knitting Factory, CBGB's and shit like that. And he's another close one to the origins of my fucking music rise and fall in New York City. So it was cool to catch up with him and just talk some shit. So definitely check him out. Check out his band Jynx and this conversation. This is Jerry DeLorenzo. My tray is dusty as fuck, but that's not how you know you're a real pothead.
When you got all the keys in the world.
Where you don't got no more weed in bags and you could just roll a blunt from the tray. You could just do the Scoopy Doops. I'm about to get high from the jump, kid. Fucking.
Wow, you got 8 pounds of shake.
Huh? Yeah. Straight grotto and roll. This is how you start this, bro.
That's funny.
You ain't trying to get high, right?
I can't smoke.
Why?
Asthma.
Oh, yeah. You suffer from that shit big time, right?
Yeah, OD.
Is it something scary? Because I know you faced that COVID shit, too, recently, right? Was that like a big... Did that challenge you, like, having asthma?
No, it didn't hit my lungs at all, thankfully. It hit my stomach. I shit for like 3 days.
Really?
Yeah. And then I was vomiting for 4 fucking months. I texted you about that.
Yeah, you told me it was straight. So was it directly from the COVID?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was just, me up.
Was it just that nothing could sit in your stomach?
No, I was able to eat. I would just throw up at random for no fucking reason.
For no reason? Is that something that you got checked out now? Like
I went to 3.
I know there's all these.
I went to 3 different GI doctors. No one.
Yeah.
No, they were like,
Nobody knows?
It's gotta be COVID. We can't tell you what else.
Because there's all this like long-lasting bullshit now.
About to crack open that bottle of wine you got on the floor there.
Wow, crack open wine?
Yeah, let's do it.
I didn't know you wanted to drink. You told me you were hungover.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What the fuck does that mean?
That's a perfect time.
Yeah.
I can't drink like that no more, bro.
Yeah, well, you're a bitch. I don't know what to tell you.
I can't, bro.
Dude,
I get scared of hangovers now.
It's not that. It wasn't that bad. I ate way too much food to be that hungover.
Oh, all right. But yo, when you get them pounding.
Oh, I also had they gave us like wellness shots at work.
Wellness?
Oh. Yeah, like those little tiny like, fucking you drink it like
oh, like ginger and shit like that.
With the pepper and shit. I had 2 of them shits when I got to work today. I was like, fucking, I'm doing them all.
More shots.
Bro, it was worth it. I felt great afterward for like 20 minutes.
Espresso shots.
I did espresso today. I drank 2 coffees.
Espresso shots right off the body.
Yeah, on my hairy ass belly button.
Oh,
like,
little cinnamon on top. That's disgusting.
Little cayenne pepper.
That's that extra shit, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I was fucked up last night. It was bad.
Yeah, I can't really do it. I just stick to weed.
I'm dead ass
now,
about to
bro.
crack open one of them bottles of wine. What's up?
Yeah.
I like that red wine. That one's. I actually really like that one.
You can't. Is it a crack open joint? Or do we got to get the fucking?
You got a twisty top.
Pull that twisty top right there.
The Pink John. The Pink John.
The
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Grab it.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, this shit looks lit. It's a nice bottle. You got wine glasses?
Yeah. This nigga want to get wind up. That's how you gonna say it, loose? This
Yeah.
nigga's gonna start coming on to me.
Yeah. I just want to feel like what's his name? Gall.
Oh.
Satan.
Yeah. Nah, so I brought you on because, like, obviously to talk about music and shit, you know what I mean?
Can I do the intro music?
Huh?
Can I do the intro music?
You
for
never
the
even
podcast?
heard my shit. My music is alright, bro.
Yeah, but I just want
Nah, man.
that's it. That's the whole intro.
That's it. Welcome. It's Mario Benitez.
Welcome.
I like my intro music. You never even heard my shit. I could tell.
Not listen to nothing ever.
I know you were
I can't
surprised
listen
when
to-
you saw even the setup. What, you thought I was gonna be here with like a rinky dink?
No, not at all. I just didn't know you had 1,500 cameras.
You thought I was gonna be here?
I feel
with,
like I'm being interrogated.
You are. We're about to fucking waterboard you.
Where were you on the night of the 6th?
I'm about to stick prods in you, bro.
Just make sure you go.
You probably like that though.
Yeah, you got to go upward towards the dick so you get my prostate.
Oh no! Don't do that to me.
Yeah.
Don't stick it in me.
Don't put 3 fingers.
Oh, don't put 4.
Don't do that.
Oh my god.
Spin on it first. I mean,
I'll tell you whatever you want.
make me come first.
This is the only way I tell the truth. Is
Yeah.
I come.
If you make me come, I'll tell you.
Sometimes I cry when I come.
Bro, I had a joke about that shit because when I was like shitting from COVID, I was like, I thought they were gonna have to give me like a fucking cavity search because that's what they told me if I had. Thank you. Wow.
Thank you, Watson.
Watson.
Watson?
But yeah, I was like fucking shitting, and they were like, "Oh, we might have to go through rectally and see what's going on." And I was
Oh
like,
shit! You about to get that camera in you?
"So yeah, no." So I was gonna ask them like, if I came because they touched my prostate, do I thank them? What, like, what's the proper etiquette for that?
I think you gotta pay them.
Do I gotta give you $200 if I come?
I think you gotta pay them off the jump if you come.
That's it. You just leave a $5 bill and some change on.
That would be
counter on the
fucking
way
nuts
up.
though. If you just, oh my god, your first prostate exam. Salud.
Wait, none for you, bitch.
This is pretty good.
Yo, this is really good.
Yo, you didn't know I'm fucking. Be careful slamming it though, bro.
I don't trust twist top bottles typically,
Yeah,
but this is fucking good.
I don't know the difference of wine. I hate motherfuckers that be like,
Nah.
oh, you got to smell it on the back of the palate.
I started drinking wine a couple years ago. I really got into that brand with the shit with your camera and it talks to you and it's like crimes shit.
What you mean?
It's called 19 Crimes.
Oh,
Yeah. And then
I think you actually told me
if
about
you get
that
the
one.
Living Label app or whatever, you put your phone camera on that shit.
So
it's
like
just
different bottles tell you different things.
Yeah, it's like a different criminal on each bottle, and he tells you his story. He's like, "Oh,
That's a pretty good marketing
crazy,
tactic.
mate." He's all Australian. They're all Australian.
That's a really good marketing tactic.
It's sick. They did a collab with Snoop Dogg last year, and I didn't get it.
Oh, really?
I'm fucking stupid for that.
Well, I wonder what crime his bottle was about.
Weed.
Yeah, we're gonna boost 300,000 pounds of weed.
Oh my God, that was it. No, yeah, it was cool though. It's like, it's okay wine, nothing crazy, but they had a Chardonnay, and I spent Thanksgiving 2018 by myself, and I just drank 2 bottles of it to the face,
Yeah,
and it's 16% Chardonnay,
I don't even know what that means. You
16%
speaking.
alcohol.
Yeah,
Like,
so
this
you
is-
getting trashed.
Yeah, it's like the same strength. This is 13.5.
All right,
We'll get okay off of this bottle.
dude. The most drunk I've ever been has been off wine.
Yeah, because there's so much sugar and sulfates and
I remember
shit.
I drank like
And I mean, this might be sulfate free.
what was this shit from Trader
not
Joe's,
something-
like the $2 bottle? They used to call it like $2 Chuck.
Yeah.
I remember I drank like 4 or 5 bottles one night.
Do you hate yourself that much?
Dude, I woke up. I fell asleep. A whole night later, I woke up like 8-9 hours later, and I was still twisted.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, holy shit! I
I was
can't
like,
believe.
yo, I got this drunk for $10.
Yeah, no, for real. It was. I mean, it was disgusting, but that shit tasted like grapes rubbed on toilets, but that shit was it
why,
worked.
Why do I do that? Is the thing. Every time someone says something, when I impersonate them, I get like real close to the microphone, and I fucking.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Start coming.
Yeah. Oh.
That's gonna be the whole.
Don't use 3 fingers.
That's gonna be the whole fucking name of this.
Yeah.
Start coming with 3 fingers.
Come.
Yo, so like I've been doing my comedy thing. I've known you first of all for fucking way too long.
It's almost 20 years.
Which is insane, right?
Well, I met y'all. Where the fuck was it? It was CMJ 2003.
Yeah.
And then Jose broke my nose. That's how we met.
Wow, for real.
Yeah, during Norma Jean.
Wow, that was a good showcase
That was a
because
great
it was
show.
like it was
It was like every fucking band.
Stay Forward.
Under Oath was a fill-in band.
Yeah.
Every Time I Die.
Every Time I Die.
Scarlet.
Scarlet,
Right when
yeah.
Cult Classic came out.
Yeah, Scarlet played with the lights. I used to love when
the
they used
guitar player's fucking amp wasn't even working. He was just like, fuck it.
Yeah, he was just let me just do the
It
moves.
was literally just drums and bass the whole and vocals.
But everybody was still moshing and
Hell
shit,
yeah,
still
bro.
feeling it. Dude, I can't believe that is where
That is when I met you. Yeah.
I had a broken hand at
You
that
had
show.
you and Jose used to go to shows like matching.
We would just wear hood shit, so we wear big white,
Yeah, but I mean,
white
when
tees
that
and
night,
shit.
y'all both literally had this. I remember this to a T,
Nah,
bro.
we
Because
never matched, bro.
bro, y'all had the same big white tees. Y'all both had do-rags on, and y'all both had the same the fucking the trucker hats with the mesh.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I think
got
Jose
you
had
on
a
that
fitted,
one.
but yeah.
Maybe, but y'all matched, and it was the funniest shit ever. I was like, all right, these matching ass tough Latinos.
Dude, that's when I had like braids. I don't know if you remember that too. I had braids past my belly button, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I was a wild hood.
You were tiny too. You were like
Okay.
a skinny.
I was really into sports and shit back then.
Sports. What's that?
I
Running.
It's funny that all like when you grow up, all the exercise you do is just normal activities.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I went walking today. Like, all right.
Yeah, then you hit 35 and you live in New York and you're like, I'm not walking anywhere. I don't give a
Taking this
fuck. I'm taking the
hold
Uber.
on. Straight up the block. Okay.
Yeah. I've done that. I've Ubered like
Yo,
2
Bobby,
blocks
I'll give you
before.
$5. You take me up those 3 blocks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did meet you that long ago, man.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
Say 18 years.
Yeah, I was in like high school and shit,
I just graduated high school.
which is bugged out, bro.
Wild. We were children.
Yeah, no, we really were.
We were children punching people in the face.
And like wilding out, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, CMJ, that's crazy. That
Yeah.
reminds me of like old venues and shit. We used to always go to CBs and shit.
Hell yeah.
That's something cool that we were like the last generation of motherfuckers
that went to
really
CB's.
went to
CB's
CB's.
closed in 2005, and we
Yeah,
got to experience. I mean, I only started going there like 2001 or 99 or something.
Yeah, I want to say like, me too, 99,
99,
2000.
2000. But I didn't like talk to nobody. I just showed up, stood in the back, the real quiet
Yeah,
new guy shit,
that was like all the, like, that was me too, kind of, but I guess I just had that wild attitude. I kind of got like acclimated to like the New York hardcore scene really quickly.
Yeah, I did not.
Yeah, I remember one of my first like shows ever.
Well, I was like super. I mean, I was into like metal. I used to wear like. I mean, I actually used to dress just like y'all when I was in high school. Like I had the OD baggies and
Yeah.
had braids and the do rag in high school. Had a big ass fitted, like 1,500.
This is before you got the hair
throwbacks.
over the face.
Yeah, and I was like, oh wait, you can get pussy on MySpace just by having hair.
on your face? Yeah, I used to be like,
Wow.
it's so funny that you were really one of those hair kids, bro.
Yeah, but I wasn't a bitch though. That's like typically
Yeah.
like kids with the hair were like a bitch, and I was.
That's what I was
just
gonna
not-
get at.
I was never pussy.
Because
Not a day in my life.
and I'll say this on the podcast because after if people be careful with the glass.
I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm.
Well, you just want to hit the bottle, bro? My man,
I'm
you
done.
got PTSD right now. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to forget the past. But I'll say this on the podcast too because it's funny. Like, when all this shit happened with my band, and we got shitted on and all this shit, and the whole kind of city fucking turned on us. Like, in my head, I didn't know who was gonna show like loyalty or be real towards like who we really were and like not shit on us.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you as a friend, like y'all were great friends to me. Why
Yeah.
would I ever turn my back on y'all?
because
Like,
everybody did.
yeah, but
A lot of people that knew my moms and shit did, off of this bogus shit,
I'm not like that. I've never been like that. It's
Yeah.
just, y'all had my back.
so many times, bro.
But that's what I
That's-
love because
that's
you
what it
were
was.
a fucking you get what I'm saying. At the time, we weren't as close now, This is years later.
But,
so at the time,
that's the shit too. Is
you were a hair kid.
When like yeah, but when we like we met at CMJ and we became familiar, but we didn't really become friends until Queens College, severed at Queens College.
Oh yeah.
And that's when we really became friends. I don't know. I did some dumb shit that show. I did like a spin kick off the stage, and y'all were like, "Oh, you're cool." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
He's got the spinnies down.
Yeah, and then went to Red Zone, and y'all stopped me from getting the shit kicked out of me.
Red Zone, man.
Red Zone. 'Cause I was wilding out that night. I forgot who. I got into some shit with somebody, and I smashed a fucking bottle to chase him. I was gonna stab him.
Yeah.
And you and Ruben pulled me over the side. You're like, nah, you don't want to do that. And then I didn't know that some dude had a gun on me. At this point, I was like, oh, I'm gonna die tonight.
Yeah, it was Red Zone was always crazy to me. That's like such an infamous New York City venue because if you went in there, you went into like a real den of wild
Fuck
animals.
Shit. Fuck shit.
That's what it was like. And there was nobody to help you if you got into something.
Dude, the couches were my favorite thing. You're the one who taught me about the couches. You're like, don't sit there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
like,
People
okay.
would sit on the couches, and when the show started,
we would fuck them up.
Yeah, it was bad.
If you were on a couch, you were not. You were taking a nap. That was just what it was.
Which it was like a main thing, or like trying to spin kick a mirror.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, it's crazy too because they kept replacing the mirror.
Yeah.
We broke that shit so many times.
So many shows.
So many shows. I know for a fact that I've broken one or two of the mirrors like a couple times each.
I had like during our band, during one of our sets, there was 2 mirrors broken. I was like, yo, that's a good set right there. Like, yo, yes. And I'm talking about these mirrors. These mirrors. These mirrors were fucking huge, bro.
Yeah.
They were not no regular.
No. They were like
dink.
It was like a 5-6 foot mirror.
Yeah, I feel like when you think about that now, that's insane that they let that happen. Like,
I mean, were they gonna stop us?
Whose establishment would let that like?
Were they gonna stop us? They knew what was gonna happen if they tried to stop us. We knew security. We knew the promoters. What were they gonna do?
Yeah, but that's
I
look at it back now and I'm like, yo, that's what we were wilding out.
I mean, that's why we lost it essentially. Yeah. But
you miss a lot of those venues, and somebody still playing music. Like, what venues are like popping now though?
Oh, fuck, as I know.
I mean, I guess nothing's popping now during COVID, right?
No,
I guess right before that. What was like? Was there any like place coming up that was really holding it down?
No, I mean the last show we did that was like our show. We did a headliner at Arlene's.
We played there. That was
my second show ever.
Yeah, with your first band, right?
Yeah, was at Arlene's Grocery. Y'all, Amur,
yeah.
Rocking Back and Forth, Crazy Losing Satisfaction.
Yeah, that's dude. I forgot about that.
Dude, I remember when y'all played that night. I remember taking out like 30 people.
It was a fun show. It was
that
packed
was a
up.
Fun ass show. And that was who was around then too. Chloe and Nana.
Yeah.
And the bitches danced hard.
They were wild girls.
They were wild girls.
They were holding it down.
Yeah.
That
was a good time. Those were good times. God, what other fucking cool shows did we play? Oh my god. That shit that got shut down.
Which one?
On the dock.
Oh,
in the parking lot. You know what I'm talking about? It was outside of Club Pulse. Yeah.
And then we went to Red Zone.
Then we went to Red Zone.
Yeah, that was dude.
And Rick to Life, show. Rick 25 to Life's canceled, but Rick still showed up to sell merch.
Did he?
Yeah. That was like the joke of the whole show.
He was infamous with merch, no?
Yeah.
That shit is, dude. Those were fucking fun, interesting moments, man. But like, you're still in a band, right? So what translates now? Like, how do you look at all this shit now?
I mean, it's different for me now. Like now, I look at it through a little bit more of a professional scope.
Yeah.
So it's business. It's not just business. Great, but when you want a career in music, you have to take into consideration the business aspect of everything. Marketing and image, but our image is us. Mm-hmm. We don't do anything that isn't who we are as people.
Yeah.
But we just want to not make it appealing. We just wanted to show people that there is an appeal to being us. It's fucking crazy.
We got something to offer.
Yeah, because we're fucking stupid.
But as somebody because I've seen you in bands where you were playing really technical, like death metal,
Notes.
fucking
Notes.
slides, and all this fancy finger work bullshit.
Yeah.
But you were really fucking doing it. And then, to me, it was like going back. If you went back to new metal,
Kinda.
it's like kind of simplified, right? But is that harder?
It's way harder.
Right? Because you got to create.
I still, like, you know, we work with a producer now, and he really knows how to rein me in, because I still try to go, like, overboard on things.
Yeah.
And we've took the aspect of technicality from the guitars and how I used to make weird noises from that, and we use it in layering now, as opposed to, you know, we focus around a riff that's a catchy riff to hear, as opposed to me being like,
Yeah.
You know, and sweet picking for 8 minutes straight or whatever the fuck we were doing then. And, you know, I was like, we need to make music that sometimes maybe it could be a radio song. Sometimes, fuck it, I don't care. We want to write a heavy song. But it's a little harder. There's so many more things that you need to consider.
Yeah.
You know, when you're in a technical band, the only thing you need to consider is how can we make someone go, wow.
Good transitions and
Yeah. It's just how do we bridge this stupid fucking riff that has way too many notes into this stupid fucking riff that has way too many notes. Oh, let's play a fucking bunch of notes.
yeah, put them all together.
Yeah.
That ends up. I guess that is like.
I mean, there's so many bands that do it now that are insanely catchy. Like their riffs stick out, but they're still super technical. You ever heard of Archspire?
No.
Later when we're done with this, I'll play it for
I
you.
gotta check that out, yeah.
They're sick. I'll play it for you. They're just really good songwriters. They do a lot of crazy fuck shit, but they have moments that are super catchy. And this is actually a discussion I've been having with Mo recently. Is that
Shout out Mo.
Shout out Mo, Muhammad Kafuma. We were chilling the other day and we were talking about, you know, even with technical music, even with death metal, even with, if you want a song to pop, there has to be a pop sensibility to it. There needs to be a catchy riff, something that a hook, something that somebody can come back to or know, or it sticks in your fucking mind. And that's what we try to do with every song now. Like everything is just like, you know, I went from playing 18,000 riffs a song to one
that could really
two
imprint
riffs.
something in your mind, right?
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, because new metal is kind of how we got. I mean, I know I did. You know, that's kind of how I got into the progression of listening to heavier metal and faster shit.
I feel like new metal was the gateway drug for any 90s kid.
Yeah, but do you remember there was like a period, and I guess even it happened to me and everybody else, where everybody completely stepped away from that.
It became faux pas.
People didn't want to listen to and say Korn got good songs when we went down our road of metal. You know what I mean? Not that it isn't good, but we went down that hardcore New York local. So I remember that shit became like, to everybody, you would see people kind of deny they ever got into that music.
Well, I mean, you see that with a lot of other things too. Like now, let's look at 2020 standards. You know what I mean? Like how many kids are attack deniers now? You know what I'm saying? Like that.
And it'll come back.
The whole rise core, if you want to call it that, that's become what new metal was. You know what I mean? And it's starting to come back already. People are actually starting to be like, oh, fucking yeah, nostalgia. But new metal got really bad. That's just what it was. It was fucking cool music. It was different. It was heavy.
I guess when
it was
it got
dark,
too commercial, right?
It didn't even that they got commercial. I mean, the bands that were commercial were sick. Linkin Park, you know, Korn,
Linkin Park was the
Bizkit.
shit. Dude, I cut class in 8th grade to buy a Linkin Park CD.
Hell yeah.
From the Wiz on
From
96th
the
Street.
Wiz.
On the Upper West Side of
Wow,
Manhattan.
my man threw it back.
I straight cut that and like with a couple friends. And
Oh my God.
I was like, yo, this album is killing it right now.
I didn't go to school once to get a Limp Bizkit autograph.
You gotta look.
I ended up with 100.
You were hyped to meet Fred?
I had 102 fever.
Did you have your hat backwards?
I didn't have a hat. I had box braids. I had fucking like the head.
You thought you
the
had
head
braids?
braids. Yeah.
All right, cool. I had box braids at one point
I
too.
want box braids now.
I can't say anything.
Popping.
Dude, if I had box braids now, that should be like on one side. I'd be like, yo, how he got short but long hair?
Schlong hair.
My hair's so schlong. No, but as I've gotten older, I've started paying attention to more like what was good from the new metal age, like Cold. Cold had some shit, bro.
It's funny. I didn't like that band when I was younger.
Yeah.
And then now I listen to it and I'm like, fuck, this band's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's exactly how I felt. And I was just like...
And they had a song written by Rivers Cuomo.
Really?
Yeah, I think Stupid Girl was written by him. But that was their song.
That was.
Stupid girl.
Yeah.
Stupid girl.
I gotta admit, that's the song I didn't like.
That's funny. That was their biggest song.
Yeah, End of the World was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that whole first album is actually really cool. It's
Yeah.
moody. It's not heavy. They were never a
It's
heavy
good
band,
music.
but it's good. It's really,
It's
really,
really
good.
good.
I feel like Cold was that first, like, alt rock
Yeah.
band, like the Breaking Benjamin style. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were the first band to really do that way.
Nah, that's true. They kind of like... I mean, I remember them taking over like a market in that world.
I mean, they created the dad metal market, the dad rock.
Yeah.
You know, the Midwest festival circuit market. Like, I feel like they were really the first band that did it.
I saw a video. I saw a video of Cole the other day, and the singer had hair. And I was like, "Oh, they came back out and he got hair. Like, yo, you need to cut that, Papa."
Oh my god!
But,
Yeah.
but it was a video before they blew up,
Oh.
and I just never seen it.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, "Yo, yeah." When he cut that hair, that's when they took off.
The hair was weighing them down.
It was all the baldness.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sick riffs of the baldness.
I mean,
So-
there was a lot of cool new metal bands too. Like,
How much influence though do you take from like producing music that is akin to that sound, right? How much influence do you take from old shit and new shit now?
that's literally what the band has been based off of the entire time.
Yeah.
I really wanted this band to be a culmination of everything I loved as a kid, and everything that I love about music in general, not just heavy music, about music as an adult, and really just kind of meld that together. You know, not in a way that's even like nostalgic. I don't want it to be nostalgic. I want it to feel fresh. I want it to feel different. It has to have its own feel. But I mean, without that influence, I don't think this band would be a band if I didn't look back to what I really first got into. Like, when we wrote the first EP that we did, Taker, all I did was listen to like Korn, Periphery, and Meshuggah.
That's good mix though.
Yeah, and like some Slipknot, you know, like the greats.
Yeah.
But that was my main inspiration for that EP, you know. And then we did the single Taker, and we put the little, you know, the little hip hop-y part. That's kind of what started that for us. And it, you know, we did like the white boy Linkin Park rap because that was a new metal thing. Oh fuck yeah! And
That was the shit though, bro.
yeah, but
That was
then,
not done well.
yeah, I mean, dude, the white boy Blanquito rap, you know, then
Limp Bizkit.
yeah. Oh my god, dude, Fred Durst, ace.
People hate on his rhymes, but yo, his rhymes are way better than a lot of people's today's.
Yeah, I mean, but no one's I don't fucking care about
Which
that
is
shit, bro.
insane.
I'm not listening to a song, and I don't give a fuck. If I'm listening to a song that's like turned, I don't care what the fuck you have to say. I want to hear
Really?
I want to hear some fucking crazy beats. I want to get fucked up.
Nah, I feel like
I
you
haven't-
need it. That's
Nah,
different.
I don't
It's
fuck
not
with
making music. I don't know.
I don't no because
making music to me.
see, for me music isn't lyrics. There are great lyricists that I love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's still artists that I do love that I listen to that are lyricists. You know what I'm saying? But 99% of the time, I don't want that. I'm on my commute. I want to hear something that's going to put me in a fucking good mood. I don't want to be like deep in thought about some fucking philosophical crazy shit
So
and trying
you're
to
cool
dissect
with the state
metaphors.
of music.
I love
mostly
it.
then.
I think it's moving in a cool direction. I think a lot of, I mean, I think right now, you know, I was listening to like Hot 97 the other day, and there was a couple new songs. Like CJ was fucking twerking with the Hennessy bottle in his butt.
I don't.
You don't know that you want to fuck with a whoopty?
No.
Really?
Oh, I think yeah. I've heard
Yeah,
that.
that sounds
I've heard
crazy.
that. I saw
his
a
bottle
text
twerk. He got his
the
ass
radio.
whooped too, bro. There's a video of him just getting the shit kicked out of him.
What for twerking?
For
What-
fucking
what?
fake Jack and Blood.
Oh.
I mean,
I don't know.
he got 2 hits on Hot 97 right now.
That's where I differ though,
but like
bro.
every other song I heard, like I was on an hour and a half drive, and every other song I heard was from like a year or 2 years ago. Nothing, only 1, 2 new songs, and I was like, that's how I know, you know, outside of like artists like The Baby who are blowing up right now, and like Roddy Ricch, like there hasn't been a song that's made an impact in a minute. You know what I'm saying? The women are making an impact in hip hop right now, and it's cool. Like I think Meg is fucking OD.
Yeah.
I think
She's
Cardi
killing it.
is a fucking.
She's been destroying.
Yeah, Cardi's the
She's
shit.
been doing.
And it creates a really
Killing
cool,
it.
you know, and the fact that they're doing it together and uplifting each other, I think it's something that's been lacking in music for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I think it's really cool. I think that's something that would have been powerful if, you know, when Cardi came out, if Nicki would have did that. But instead, she was just like, nah, I'm not a hater.
Yeah. I think it's hard for people to always pass the torch, you know?
Is it though?
Yeah, I mean, not for me, because I think it all feeds one another.
It becomes an ego thing. But the thing about uplifting a young new artist is that it makes you look good, and it makes people, a younger, newer audience, want to be invested in you as an artist.
It keeps the waves going in the same direction, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
And, like,
you have to pave the way, and
yeah.
you know that's again, it's a big reason to me why I think a lot of metal is hurting, because you know turnouts are fucking. I mean, I guess in the new world it might actually correct itself now because people are dying for live music again, but you know turnouts were abysmally low for a lot of bands, and I think it's because like there wasn't a lot of co-signing going on in heavy music. You know, people weren't uplifting
It didn't mean
a ton of younger bands, so there's like a generational gap right now.
It's not up there no more, that sound.
Exactly.
But I think it's because of the new bullshit. Because so much of the new bullshit, like why learn how to play guitar the way you do, right? If you could just do some shit that'll get you more attention by pressing a couple keys.
Well, I mean, everything's corporatized now. You know, everything, free market capitalism has affected music and everything. But it's not just that. I just think it's also just like music. If you look at music in general, it always goes through phases where it's more technical, and as it goes on, it gets more listenable. It always goes that way. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with hip hop. Hip hop,
it gets chiseled a little more.
yeah. Like, you know, hip hop got really refined into this like crazy technicality with odd bars and OD deep philosophical metaphors that you have to read, you know, an entire encyclopedia to understand at some point.
Yeah.
And now you just got like fuck Lil Pump a couple years ago being Lil Pump.
Yeah.
Fuck him anyway.
You want beef with Pump?
Fuck him. You can suck my dick.
Hey,
Lil Trump.
You on the suck my dick vibes?
Everyone suck my dick.
That's SMD vibes. I try to stay away from those vibes these days, you know.
I'm not a hater. I just fuck you. You support Trump. Suck my dick.
Yeah. But he did it for a bag, right? Which is cornier to me. It's like,
I mean,
you don't even got the conviction behind it. You just
exactly. And it's not even he was even in trouble. They were just like, well, you know, we'll lower your taxes. That's all that was about.
So that's interesting to me. So you know, you kind of said like you don't mind too much what the lyrical content is, right?
No, I mean,
But,
like I said, if I want to hear something deep and lyrical, I'll go find it. It still exists. It's not like it doesn't exist. It's just not at the forefront because it's not pop.
What do you feel about like the lyrical content in your band?
I mean, to me, it's pretty important. I don't think we write the craziest lyrics in the world. We try to make it as listenable and easy to digest as possible. You know,
do you ever think like, oh, maybe a song should have a message or anything like that? Because I feel like the time right now,
most of our songs have a message behind it.
Yeah.
You know, the last song is obviously very politically driven. It's called All in Caskets, for those who are fucking wondering.
Yeah, that's probably the most. I would say, right?
It's the only political driven. We're not a political band.
Is it hard not to be because of the time though? Like to filter.
It's definitely. I think it's easier to be a political band right now.
To be, I think, political anything.
Yeah, I mean, but politics are at the forefront of everything right now. It's a new reality TV. That's just where we've come with reality TV.
No, it's true. Which I think sucks. Like I'm really into politics.
Yeah, but when you think about, I mean, and the 90s sucks, but no one was really into politics in the 90s. People just wanted to make money, and I mean, nobody was making money anyway, but you know, people wanted to make money. Damn, that's a big ass pour.
That's a little big cat.
No, I mean
that's not to wet your lips, bro.
No, yeah. I mean you're only supposed to pour a certain amount of red wine into a cup so it actually tastes the right way.
You one of them cats?
Why do you think
I dare you say some corny shit like that on this podcast.
It's not. That's how you drink
you're gonna want to have 3 inches at the top to smell the
notes.
Fucking.
It's all about the
smell the notes
and
of
the tannins. It's got a long tannin.
To smell the
creamy,
toes of the lady who squashed these grapes.
It's got a creamy finish. Tastes like rhubarb pie.
What There was a small Italian woman that's toes who squashed these grapes.
Tastes like M&Ms and toenails.
you hit me with the bougie doogie, bro.
I'm into wine. Suck my dick.
Nah, bro.
I like wine and tequila. Anything else can...
You being funny right now, bro. This guy's being... Nah, but
what were you even talking about?
I was talking about, like, the time filtering itself.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Because I see that a lot with comedy, you know?
You know, I think what becomes the hot... You know, whatever becomes the hot topic to talk about. But right now, I mean, let's not get it twisted either. Politics are very important right now because we are at a... You know, we let it get so out of hand because nobody fucking cared in the 90s.
Nobody paid attention.
No one cared in the early 2000s until, you know, and in 9/11, everyone was like, oh, well, we love America.
Yeah.
Because, did I say 2011? 2001. 2001.
Did you say 2011?
I did. I'm fucking tired.
2021.
But 2001, you know, 9/11 happened. And 9/11, 2011. It changed how everybody felt about him. Everybody loved America. Everyone was a fucking patriot out of nowhere. It's the dumbest fucking thing because no one fucking... I don't care about any of that conspiracy shit. I just don't subscribe to conspiracies, really.
Yeah.
But,
I subscribe to the ones that are real. If that makes sense.
I mean...
Right? Because all the bullshit ones take away from ones that have been real.
Yeah. I mean, like... All right. So a big reason why we're at right now is because QAnon took that fucking wild... swing at Jeffrey Epstein, and it ended up being real, but like not in the way they said it was real at all.
Yeah, they do. It's like what Nostradamus and all these motherfuckers that predict shit. You
I mean,
throw enough shit at the wall,
they nailed the character. That means, honestly, somebody knew. Somebody probably was in with Jeffrey Epstein and got burned, and they let it leak, and then they let it turn into this. You know what I'm saying? Like that's. Let's be fucking real.
Those are real things.
That's a real thing. But the thing is, too, is that if you look at the QAnon sources for that shit, right? You know, I've read it because it's funny to me. It's not funny because it's so fucking dangerous. But when you read it, there's all these, like, you know, about the pizzeria with the basement, and they don't have a fucking basement.
Bro.
There's so many details that are wrong. The only part that they got right is that Jeffrey Epstein was selling child pussy.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it is. So, you know, they took a big swing. They fucking hit. But every fucking thing surrounding it was just not right. But no one cared because they were like, oh, they hit.
Because the one thing
they were right.
They're right. Yeah.
And that gave them, like, infinite credibility. Especially, you know, something with a scope like that. Like, fucking child sex island. You know, like, fucking Tattoo sitting there like, they playing.
Yeah, no, it's true.
You know, but Tattoo was a 5-year-old.
Yeah. I was fucking watching the documentary on Q.
Yeah.
The HBO one.
God, they're fucking all stupid.
And, like, dude, the investigative stuff was, like, so interesting because, like, they really dove deep into it and just showed, like, just how they were playing people. And it was all this, like I said, they threw so much shit at the wall that one thing sticks.
Stuck, and
sometimes it sticks again, but you're throwing so much. And people are giving you credit for the one thing. And it's like, oh, this guy knows it all. And it could be the dumbest little fucking... Just taking educated guesses of the trajectory of what can happen, right? And throwing shit and then making people just believe...
I mean, isn't that how everything exists, essentially? I mean, religion is the same premise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's call a spade a spade.
No, of course.
You know, like, religion is the same thing. It's all cults. It's all cult belief, which is what's QAnon. QAnon is cult belief. It's a cult behavior.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? And if you could prove something right, like, and that's my favorite thing about Christianity is that Christianity is predicated on the greatest lie ever told to man because you could only tell that lie once.
What's the lie? Which one?
Immaculate Conception.
Okay, yeah, because I know there's a few of them.
No, but I mean, like...
I'm like, that whole shit is a lie. Which one are you talking about?
I mean, it's literally legitimately predicated on the fact that God... fucking pointed at Mary's stomach. Was like, you're gonna pop this motherfucker out. Dude, right now.
You know how many girls I've gotten pregnant like that?
With a finger?
Yeah, oh, you're pregnant. I'm Puerto Rican, papa. That shit. That's how it goes.
Yeah, Mary sucked a dick and got pregnant from swallowing. Yeah. But that's my personal belief also. Like, it's just, that's my belief. I have nothing against anyone who believes in spiritualism or creationism. Something had to make something. You know what I'm saying?
I talk about religion a lot for some reason. And, yeah. I think the best idea of it would be, right, is to just realize that all of it is just some type of philosophy. Like, it's just people fucking trying to make sense of different questions.
Yes,
for
but
different times.
There's
Not
more to
actuality,
it. There's
though.
more to it though. It's not just people trying to philosophize things. It's someone who's smart enough to create a philosophy that's also smart enough to manipulate people into believing that their word is divinity. I've been really on my cult shit this like last 2 weeks. I've been watching a lot about. I think the occult is cool. I think there's a lot.
Aleister Crowley shit.
I mean, Freemasons, fucking, you know, like.
But it's all the same shit.
It all boils down to one. There's one major occult. But there's also like. Alchemy comes from different types of spiritualisms too, like paganism and Satanism have a lot. Wicca has a lot in common with those three things, but they're completely separate and they don't follow the same ideologies whatsoever. But there's similar symbolism and some, you know what I mean, because they're all adapted from each other.
Which is all like I've been trying to take this like, cause sometimes I see people that are into certain things and when they get too stuck into it, I'm like, man, fuck out of here, you know. And I try not to stick with like any.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I try to look for what helps me at different times from different areas, if that makes sense.
I mean, for me, religion, all religion, all belief systems. Like I know a lot about like Vikings and Romans and Greek religion because it's so fascinating to me. That to me is like the shit with like space shit for you. You know what I mean? Like I've always come to you as my source of like what's fucking Stephen Hawking doing today, and you're like, oh,
he's dead actually.
He thought about his fucking.
He's chilling in the grave.
Yeah, I'm talking about before he died.
Okay.
Like when we were fucking. I'm talking about like years ago when I would come here and you would fucking tell me for hours about weird science math shit.
Yeah.
But
I love all that shit.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I'm saying. But that's what religion is to me. I find it so fascinating.
I find it interesting too.
Yeah.
It's super interesting because I like just to see like how some of the more philosophical ends, not the ends of where religion tries to dominate or
oppress.
become a law.
Yeah.
You know, the ones where it's really questioning what is the purpose of life.
I mean, but the thing is, religion predates government.
Yeah, no, it was law.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course,
it's just moral guidelines so that you're like, oh, I'm not going to do this because
I'll
fucking
we were
burn.
We were barbarians and shit back then. We were fucking. It was so fucking ridiculous.
Well,
you needed a fake.
Exactly.
So somebody is looking at you when nobody else is.
Well,
looking at you.
The thing is that the person who created that was just pussy and they didn't want to die.
You think so?
They have to have. They're like, well, I'm smart. I don't care if Schwarzenegger's standing over there fucking me up. Like, I'm gonna make you think because I ain't got hands. So I'm gonna make you think. If you touch me, you're gonna get hit by a fucking bolt of lightning. You know, I'll put a snake in your fucking bed and you get bit and you're like, oh, God's gonna poison you. And then like 8 hours later, you have a fever and you're dead.
I see that now, and it's like
the wildest shit with religion too is that like almost all religion has like roots to pedophilia. Almost all ancient Roman, Greek, Judaism.
I think the world, no, like.
I mean, but
motherfuckers
even to this day, like almost everything is like related to like some weird sex cult. Like even that Hillsong shit that everyone goes to the fucking at what's that shit? They were doing that PlayStation Theater for a little while.
They did what? What cult was that? PlayStation.
It's called Hillsong. It's like a Christian cult.
Oh really?
Yeah, and they just like they have like a fucking band, and I've been reading about them, and apparently they're just like a really abusive fucking group. And I have friends who go to Hillsong, and you're dumb.
I wonder how much better the idea of religion would be if everybody was able to just not be stuck into it. Meaning, like if people were just to take it as like some type of philosophy.
Well, that's how my journey started. Like I was raised Catholic, and I went to Catholic school, so I had the fear of God in me. You know, and I was like, oh, I can't say a cuss word. And then I started cussing, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Oh, damn, darn. But then as it went
you
on,
did that until last year.
Yeah, and then like my life just pretty much.
Darn it,
golly willikers! I fucking
fudge.
You know, as I grew up and I realized my life was fucking trash, I was like, God's not real.
That's what made you.
My life sucks. I go to church and my life gets worse every fucking year. Like, fuck you, God.
That's God giving you the test, bro.
Yeah, God can test my fucking dick.
I do think that there is maybe
I believe there's something had to create something.
I don't know what it is. My theory of it could just be algorithmic, you know? There is a code to everything.
We're in the
Matrix. We're in my world.
We're in the simulation.
But no, it makes sense to me. It could be would you say that's
omnipresent algorithms.
Yeah,
Nah.
but like, if it was, you get what I'm saying? Like, if it
I know.
was
Yeah. I mean, I
running everything.
wouldn't be surprised if that was a thing. But there's so many other things that make me think about what it is to be human, what humanity comes from. When you look at, again, ancient religions, Sumer, Mesopotamia.
That's where like the story of Gilgamesh
like
comes from.
Mayans, you know what I mean? But there's always this like central figure of a fucking space person, essentially. You know what I mean? Like a non-human, a human that's not fucking human that creates these things and they help build these things. And I think that's where, I'm not saying that we come from fucking space people. Isn't that a Scientology thing?
Yeah,
that's what it is. Like
yeah.
when we came here. I mean,
Some
but
shit
I feel like
years ago.
I feel like that's the closest anyone has ever gotten to maybe being right.
Nah, I don't think so.
I do.
Cause
like I said, when you just look at these old texts and these ancient texts, but then again, now you're finding out that like 90% of the shit that you see that's like ancient text is fucking forged anyway.
That too.
Have you seen
or some stuff that you find is actually older than they thought.
Yeah. But
That's
have you seen that
thousands of years?
You ever seen that you seen that documentary, like the Mormon, the murders in the Mormon
I did see
church?
That. Yeah.
And that dude, he's the
He had
greatest.
the old files.
But he was like the greatest fucking
exposing
fraud artist of all time.
Yeah, a lie exposing a
He
lie.
has sold thousands of documents.
Yeah, making them look.
And
he did mad
it's all
shit,
for
though.
dude, like shit from like ancient Christian texts that he sold. And they don't know where that shit is anymore, and they don't know what it is or where it went and where it came from. So like, no one knows what's real. You know what I mean? Even look at our history.
We
when you think
do have some ideas though.
Yeah, I mean, but our history is full of shit.
Yeah, we only recording
learned
history so far for I think, dude, it's like only like 4 or 5%. I was just reading about this recently, for like recorded history of mankind. Like motherfuckers were around for thousands and thousands of years, and
millions.
nobody.
They didn't
think about writing anything down.
No, I mean we've created art, expressive art. Cave people were fucking drawing.
They were getting up, doing graffiti and
Yeah,
shit.
they would just eat a mushroom and just draw a fucking horse.
Putting their homie's number on there, so people, for the karate instructor, call.
Oh my god.
That's what it was though. But I do think, I think that's like an interesting concept for everybody, right? Like everybody in every part of the world always wanted to come up with some theory of life, how we got
100%.
here.
And I don't think anyone's wrong.
Because
you believe what
nobody
you believe.
knows what's
exactly. You believe what you believe. There's no proof. There's no, and that's why I said like I said I'm not a fan of religion per se because I feel like religion in its own is oppressive. But I do think faith is beautiful. I think faith is a really beautiful thing.
and
like,
it helps.
Yeah, it does. And there's a lot of people who need that, and they need to hold on to that, and that's what gets them through their day. And by all fucking means, believe in what you need to believe in to make your life better. If that genuinely helps you and it genuinely gives you a better life, fuck yeah. Like I'll never hate on you for that.
But don't believe in Scientology.
But don't believe in going. Don't believe that you have to go to a house and give some fucking guy money so that he could finger your kid in the fucking ass.
Yeah. That's true.
I mean, and I'm not even talking about just Catholicism. That's like actual cults that do that.
Yeah.
Like Children of God and he was fucking everyone's kid.
I think a lot of people also find religion right when
after dire times,
when life is just hits
rough.
its hardest for you, and I think that's when everybody needs something.
Yeah, and then they pray and something good happens. It's like, oh, this is what it was.
It's kind of like they're throwing shit at the wall. Something sticks, and now it's that.
It's the QAnon of being poor.
Yeah, no, it is though. It is, and it's like I get that though. Like in my head too. It's weird sometimes. In recent times, I give it up to the highest power. Not me right now. But
No,
I'm talking about like a high power.
It's me right now. I smoke the blunt.
Like, I am the
and
highest
I have
power.
electricity. I'm the
I
highest
am the most
power.
high. But now I feel like there is like I respect it, whatever it is. Even if it's the algorithm or the code or
a magic space spaghetti monkey
or just the randomness of life, whatever. It took the probability of us being here is fucking nuts.
Dude, it's like 0.000000000.
But if you look at what's crazy about that? If you look at the fine tuning of the universe, if it's off by that percentage, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
which is so fine tuned. It's like, dude.
But I mean, it's also, you got to think of this too. Like, there's an ending to the universe, right? So is there another universe?
Oh yeah, I think that the multiverse idea, like what's his name, Alex Susskind and shit. Yeah. These guys, I think the multiple multiverse makes sense.
I mean, it does. I think it makes sense, but at the same time, it's just like,
when's the beginning?
Exactly. It's so far ahead of anything we could even fathom.
Something could come out of nothing.
Exactly. To me, it's a little bit more imaginative than it is based in reality. But again, it's faith. It's what it is. It's faith. It's what you believe in. Because absolutely. Science is faith. Religion is faith.
Science is faith to an extent, though. Because I feel like you could get in dangerous waters by saying that sometimes, too. Because there's certain things you do know.
Yeah.
Mathematically or scientifically.
But, I mean, how many things that we do know that were presented as fact that we find out later?
Well, you don't. But I'm talking about that there is some fact to the prodding of the scientific method, which is mostly fact. Like, certain theories cannot become like theories popularized by the consensus of scientists without being.
You said a lot of big words just now. I don't know what the fuck you're even saying. Like, theories
I lost you.
Theories are centered on the fucking middle of an apple pie, and but the census knocked on my door last week, and I told them I don't live here.
I did say some big ass words, and you know what's crazy about that is that's just the words I use.
I know. Oh, cool. Fucking sick thump. Y'all mad smart.
Yo, you gotta
just pat yourself on the back.
That doesn't make you smart, though. What do you think makes you smart?
Stop being so profound right now, bro.
No, nigga, you talking about the universe and shit with me. What the fuck you think? This is profound time. I think that's a good question, though. What do you think
fuck
makes
demon
people
time.
smart?
We're on profound time.
Yeah. What do you think makes people smart? What do you consider smarts? I've been thinking about this, right?
To me, critical thinking logic is what makes somebody smart.
Being able to correlate different ideas, no?
I mean, I think you can be thoughtfully smart. You know, I think smartness isn't. It's a spectrum. There's no black or white with smartness, because smartness comes, education, intellect. There's so many different ways of being smart. But I mean, you have to be intellectual to understand any form of smartness. Good job, Matt. Now I'm not even I'm not even in frame anymore. You piece of shit. You're fired.
You got it. You're on this camera right here. That's why we got 16 cameras.
17 and a half cameras. Just to catch the cum shot at the end. But what was I even saying? Smart people. Smart dumb motherfuckers. I think the experience makes you smart, and how you absorb information makes you smart, and how you present yourself. Because you could be fucking illiterate and not know how to fucking read or say something, but that doesn't make you dumb, because you could be really good at some shit that I can't do, like building. If I could read, the fucking Dante's Inferno from front to back or whatever, and you could whittle a fucking stick, and I look at the stick and I'm like, you know what I mean?
You could
like,
build
you're
an engine
smarter
or
than
some
me.
Shit. Like,
Exactly. Or if smartness, there's so many varying degrees of it. To me, it's just experience. It's how you present yourself.
I think the smarter you are, I think the way I calculate it in my head is like, when you do know more things, you realize how stupid you are, because you know nothing. Like you said, you don't know nothing specifically
100%.
about, like, even though, and I say this all the time, even though I am into fucking astronomy and quantum mechanics.
Yeah.
I can't do that shit. I can't go on a board.
No. But at the same time, again, like, educating yourself doesn't make you smart. It just makes you aware.
Yes.
Awareness and again, to me, smartness is reactionary. It's how you react to a situation. It's how you digest that information. If
There's
you
some
can digest
dumb, smart motherfuckers.
I'm one of them. I'm dumb as shit, dude. I don't give a fuck. I'm stupid. You ever seen me type of Facebook status? That shit reads like an 8-year-old fucking wrote it.
Gaga.
Gaga. Got my neck tattooed.
Emoji.
Yeah, emoji. I use
you
no punctuation.
You write like motherfuckers in ancient Egypt and caves, bro.
Yeah. It's just draw hieroglyphics. It's all emojis. Horse, monkey, horse.
That was their emojis back then, though.
Yeah. That's what it was. It wasn't actually hieroglyphics. It was emojis.
That's all it was.
There was an eggplant hieroglyphic somewhere.
That ancient rod right there.
Yeah.
That fucking pyramid deck.
God, we went so far from music just now.
Nah, but this is
No,
this
I'm
is
cool
my
with it.
podcast,
No,
bro.
it's just funny. I mean, we literally went to the end of the universe
Yeah.
into another one.
Which you know how they think it's gonna happen? There's a couple ways. One of them is that they think it's gonna collapse back on
I
itself.
fuck hope it happens tomorrow.
Now, I think it'll take a while to collapse back on itself.
I hope it happens tomorrow and I die instantly. That'd be great. yeah, that's it. Just existence
What's crazy
just stops.
is that there's certain things that can happen in the realm of reality, our reality. Like our sun could go like supernova one day and just blow up or some shit.
Again, I hope this happens tomorrow.
Like, you know how insane that would be, and you can't do anything about that.
No, I mean, but I think legitimately, if the universe just blink of an eye, everything just dissipates and goes away, I think this is the most beautiful way to go ever. That's it.
The program ends.
Yeah, exactly. It's a fucking Nintendo cartridge had some dust.
Yo, where's
in
my
it.
charger, B? God is like, yo, where my fucking
Yeah,
iPhone
it's actually
charger?
it's just Jesus and God playing PlayStation, and the fucking game crashed. And it's like, do you
tripped
want to send a
over it?
report to Sony?
He tripped over the controller.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah,
he unplugged it.
he's yeah. It's
Everything's
God's
over.
mom came in the room and unplugged it and told him to clean his room.
Yeah. What do you think about like So you think you obviously believe in aliens
God's
and
mom is
shit.
actually a Puerto Rican woman with a chancla. You know,
I
you can't front. You know you've seen a Puerto Rican woman with a chancla break a fucking video game system at least once or
dude.
twice in your life.
Dude, I've gotten one thrown at me
Yeah,
before.
that's how we're all gonna die.
By a chancla.
The chancla, the universal chancla.
Dude, I wish that had really happened.
If you say it's a big ass chancla just flattening everything.
The big
It's
chancla
the-
crunch.
It's the nail Lady John ones. You know what I'm talking about with the fishnets and the flowers on them.
Yo, those joints that don't hurt at all, but you gotta act like they hurt so you don't get hit more. So she don't know about the belt buckle or the telephone wire.
Yeah, or the fucking the hanger or a boot.
Yo,
If you get hit with a Tim.
kids don't get beat up these days,
That's
you know.
good. Fuck that.
I think it's good, but I think I deserved a couple ass whoopings.
I was shook. I didn't even have to get my ass whooped. I mean, I got my ass whooped a couple
I
times.
needed
but
a couple of
I
them,
didn't
bro.
need to get my ass whooped because my mom had this shit. Dude, you ever had a strong Puerto Rican woman just give you, the look?
Oh, my mom's was giving me the
My
look
mom
and
would
the
give me
beat down.
My mom, no, but that's the thing is that my mom gave me a look so strong that my ass started hurting right away. That shit had a handprint on it. It was fucked up.
I
was
needed I needed a couple beat downs in my life.
Nah, bro. She would give me the look, and I just start crying. I'm like, and I go running, and she's like, "Why the fuck are you crying?" I'm like,
That was like
Ma,
2 years
I don't
ago,
know.
right?
"This is That was like
This
2 days ago.
happened last night.
It was 2 days ago."
Kids don't get beat though, and I think
Nah,
it's
I mean,
better
I think
thing.
it's a wonderful thing.
It
You
is.
should not have your kids be afraid of you. Period. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You should encourage and teach your children. You should, let your kids experience things, do dumb shit, so you learn to not do fucking dumb shit anymore.
I wonder though where the discipline comes from though, Like,
You ever
is
seen a white baby in a mall running away from his parents, and they're like, and the parent is like talking to you, and they're just like, "Yeah, so no, oh yeah, Brent, stop it!" And Brent's, fucking pulling some lady's skirt down and lighting a fucking kiosk on fire.
Yeah, you need sometimes you need ass whooping, bro.
Yeah, no, white kids should get beat up, but everyone else is cool.
Everybody
Everyone else is poor.
Everybody else in the hood learns.
Poor white kids get a pass too, I guess.
Oh, no, they
But
be
rich people start beating your fucking kids.
They have to. That's why I think a lot of people are fucked up, man. They never got G-checked.
And I don't even think it's a thing about getting your ass whipped. It's just like I feel like kids are spoiled. Kids don't hear no. No is the training method. No. You need to understand no and consequences.
Hearing
That's it.
no's.
No's?
Hearing no's
It's like training a
are
dog. No.
still rough today. In comedy, bro, you hear so many no's.
Yeah.
So it's like after
You
a
think
while
you don't hear that in music?
you become numb to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I've been hearing it. I've done both.
Oh, I don't become numb. I become insanely insecure. And I fucking cry. I'm like, they didn't like my song. They didn't like it. This is last night, too.
Start thinking about playing a different instrument.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to be a DJ now. Do some house music.
I can see you being a fucking DJ, bro.
No.
I can see you being one of them fucking.
No, I
fuckers
mean,
that
I made a Facebook
that throw
post.
patelas at people in the crowd.
I
That's
would
some
love
shit.
a patella right now.
Instead of
That'd
the
be
cake,
OD.
what's the motherfucker that throws cake at people?
Action Bronson?
He's a huge DJ.
Oh, I thought it was like Action Bronson.
Steve Aoki. right?
Oh, Justin?
Yeah, that is Justin.
Fucking Justin Wang.
Justin Wang. That is Justin.
Shout out Wang on YouTube.
Yo, Wang. Justin, man. I known Justin for a long fucking time, too.
The same amount of time.
When he was on this, I talked to him.
Might have been younger, too.
Yeah, actually, maybe, yeah.
I think you knew Justin before you knew me. I think
feel
he
like I
existed
did.
first.
Yeah, I do.
He existed first. That's why he's rich and I'm poor.
I met him like, almost 20 years ago, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Which is nutty.
I met Justin at Roxy Studios with Mo and
Nice.
Oscar and all them dudes.
That was
Shout out Roxy Studios.
Roxy Studios, it was in Queens?
It was in Queens, Long Island City. We
really
practiced there with Fatality. Now it's Otter House.
Oh, okay, yeah. But
yeah.
I back then, I used to never go over there.
Yeah, because you're a bitch.
Nah, I'm just not. Baba, I was
I
in other places.
don't leave the hood, bro.
I was in the happening spots.
I don't leave the black.
Nah,
y'all had that dope studio.
On 38th Street.
Yeah, I dubbed like hooking up with this like super hot girl once to go chill with y'all at the studio.
You should have just brought her through.
Nah, she wasn't. They were trying to go do some club shit or some shit.
Oh, okay. That studio was amazing at 38th and 8th.
But look, that's how much you're my friend. I dubbed a hot Asian girl.
I'm pretty sure we had girls at the studio though too. We used to hang out
You
with
gotta
mad
cut
chicks.
that hot Asian girl thing out. You can't say Asian right now.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can't.
You can't.
Nah, right now Asians are.
We're not saying anything bad. She was hot.
No, I know. I just don't want to racialize anybody.
Man,
I don't want to fetishize people. I don't believe in fetishizing.
Man, a hot Puerto Rican chick is a hot Puerto Rican chick. A hot Asian chick is a hot Asian chick. Y'all hot. Like,
Asian.
I get it. But I ain't
yeah. I mean, but yeah. Regardless, the fact of the matter is that I dubbed a girl to chill with you and watch your stupid fucking band and Gabe's stupid fucking band play a show in a practice space for like.
it was fun though.
It was sick. I got fucked up that night.
It was a fun time. I used to get wasted in
I
there.
was drinking Smirnoff Ices.
There was a huge band that practiced right next to us. I think it was like the White Stripes or some band like that.
Yes.
Some shit like that.
Both of them, or Black Keys.
Was it the Black
I think
Keys?
it's Black Keys because the dude from Black Keys lived in the Lower East Side. He
know.
lived in my ex-girlfriend's building.
They had a sick studio right next to us. Like that studio was legit, bro. I used to.
What's money like?
Those were the days, bro.
What's money like? I would love to be one of those cool throwback rock bands from like that era.
What? All like
The Strokes,
the Killers and shit.
No, they were like an indie band. I like Jet.
Okay, yeah.
Like that shit was cool fucking music.
it's
dude.
good music.
So good.
That sound
How
is
you
great.
gonna be my girl? That song is lit. That shit is energetic. I wanna fuck and do drugs when I hear that shit. I don't even do drugs, but I want to do them.
You gotta do the good drugs.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you hear that guitar part, bing, 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 and you're like,
That's the ending of it. Yo, so I'll probably wrap this up soon. But what's the future of the band, man? Like,
who knows?
what's happening now that like now that things are coming back?
Stuff. There's a lot of cool things going on. Can't talk about it.
Oh, you can't talk about it?
Cannot. Not allowed yet. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll come back for a part 2 when we can.
My man's trying to be mysterious.
No, they're
My
called.
man wants a mystery right now.
They're
with
called
me.
non-disclosures.
I'm shocked. First of all, he wants to smell wine, and now he wants to be mysterious.
Yeah,
you changed, bro.
I changed. I'm not. I don't know y'all no more.
You have changed,
I'm Hollywood.
Papa.
I'm Hollywood. I sign NDAs and drink
My
wine.
man spins the wine 3 times before he takes a sip in his hand.
I do that sometimes. Actually, you gotta waft.
And then he fucking slurps it.
But there's some cool shit. We're actually going to LA.
Oh, nice.
We're going to LA in a couple weeks.
To record?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
We're gonna do a couple more songs with Zach Jones. Shout out Zach Jones. He's been with us for
Zach Jones.
Zach Jones. Dude, it's funny. Every time I call him, that's what I do when he answers. But Zach has been our guy.
You've recorded out there before,
almost most of our music. The last.
That's gotta feel dope though to go somewhere to record.
I mean, we did it in Virginia most of the time.
Nah, but that's Virginia. But I don't know what you doing over there.
I almost got shot in the parking lot.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
I think we played around with a fucking raccoon brain in the same gas station. Actually, we almost got shot, and then the next time we went there, we found a brain.
Yeah, LA is a little better than that.
LA is just like dusty New York filled with homeless people, which is like New York.
Which is New York times New York.
But dusty. Like it's just like there's a haze. It
Warm
looks like
New York.
It looks like your fucking weed tray. Like there's just a haze over everything. But
You know
LA
what's
has
funny? I
the-
know exactly what you mean.
LA has like the best food in the fucking world though. Like if you can get high, like that's why people get high in LA. Like it's not the weed that's good, it's just you getting fucking high and everything's delicious. And when you're sober, everything's delicious, and then you mix the two and you're like, fuck.
LA is pretty fun though.
I actually don't really love LA.
No?
Nah, I'm not into the
I had a
vibe.
good time.
The people are just very like. I mean, I know some really good people out there that I've had a fucking blast with. What's his face? Andy from fucking Crown the Empire. Shout out Shelter Music Group. Yeah, they're huge, fucking massive band.
Really?
Yeah, they're big.
You can tell I've been out of the fucking loop.
They're in
I've
our.
been listening to fucking.
They're on our management team too. But they came to Andy came to our Airbnb when we were out there last time, and we got him fucked up. And then me and him were just taking pictures together wearing do-rags. It's like the funniest shit ever. I was like teaching people how to tie them and shit, and they were like, "Wow, you're really from New York."
Oh, you know how to do it. You had the little dangle with the side.
Yeah. I'll show you the picture. I got it somewhere. It's funny too because I'm wearing like a turtleneck and a suffocation T-shirt with like 1800 chains. I look like death metal Migos.
Oh, you look like me back in the day.
Yeah. But again, Zach has just been really monumental in reigning. Like I said, we work with a producer. It's Zach. He's been super monumental. More. Yeah. He just like he reins it in. He reins my wildness in a lot. He's just taught me how to like tame my writing, but at the same time, he's like, let's do something fucking stupid, and I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's shove a fucking rap song in the middle of a hardcore song.
He's like, you just did.
Yeah, that's how that happened. But we recorded that in LA, and we have another single coming out soon. We're getting a video done for it soon. You know, things cost money.
Yeah, they do.
And the next single's cool. It's definitely different. It doesn't sound like anything we've done before. It's way heavier. It's in like stupid lower tunings.
Nice.
We went for something that's a little bit more like 99 stadium rock type, 20,000 people jumping up and down kind of vibe. And we just wanted music that's just chaos, you know what I mean? Like, but fun chaos.
Yeah.
Chaos.
That's the name of this podcast, Fun Chaos.
Yeah. But the band's been lucky. I mean, we did this single with 333 Records and Jason, and fucking Jason Butler, who's been incredible. Just such a fucking talented visionary. Just believed in what we did. He was just like, all right, I fuck with it. Let's go. And, it worked. it gave us a lot of cool opportunities, and I'm really, really thankful to him for giving us a foot in the door to really establish our career as musicians.
That's fucking awesome.
So major shout out to, I got to shout out the team.
Shout them out.
The team right here. Shout out Shelter Music Group, Jonathan King. That's our
Music.
manager. He's been here since day one. That's our actual day one. Shout out Zach Jones. Holla. Holla. Shout out Zach Jones. That's my boy. I broke his sink once. I drank.
Yo, you be breaking motherfucking shit, bro.
Yeah, I punch a hole in your fucking door. But yeah, one time I did like 20. Like they were drinking without me, and I was like, oh, I gotta play catch up, and I did 20 shots of tequila in like 30 minutes. I ate soup that night.
Soup and tequila.
Like pho. I had pho.
You got fucked up, bro.
Yeah, and I threw up, and then I apparently knocked a candle and just broke their sink. I woke up naked on their couch at 7 a.m. I went to bed at 4. I woke up naked at 7 a.m. My socks were in his fucking sink, and my pants were folded nicely. They had like, little kitchen islands? Yeah. My pants were just folded nicely on the kitchen island, and my shoes were in mud outside somewhere. I don't know how the fuck any of this happened.
You were fucking twisted.
I blacked out, and then I woke up, and there was a stream of vomit. Apparently, I cleaned up like a little bit of it, as much as I could.
I got it.
But no one knew because I was the only person awake at the time.
Yeah. You wake up and just like, who the fuck did this? Blame it on somebody else.
Yeah. Shout out Zach for letting me break his sink and costing him money on his fucking deposit. But yeah, shout out Zach. Shout out Jason Butler. Thank you. Seriously, for everything you've done for us. Thank you, Jonathan King. You you've become one of my absolute best friends, and I love you, and I deeply appreciate you so much, and just the bond we have, and everything you do for the band every day.
Working with Buena Gente, bro.
Shout out my band. Shout out Justin, Felix, Jermaine, Tommy. You guys are always hustling. You guys are always doing your fucking thing. I love you guys like brothers. Shout out our ex-drummer Ray. You're still my fucking boy. I'll always have your back to the end of the world. But, without you, we wouldn't be here. So everyone can suck my dick, though.
Yeah. That's it.
Everyone.
Yo,
Chupa
Jerry.
Chupa
That's the
Bicho.
motherfucking podcast, B. Thank you for fucking rocking with me finally. Talking some bullshit.
You can suck my dick, too.
Nah,
I'm kidding. I love you to death, bro. Thank you for having me.
That's later on. That's when we film our
yeah.
porn.
Yeah. Let's get high and fuck.
yeah. Then record a song.
Yeah, let's get high and stare at each other and jerk off and yell at a microphone.
That's my podcast.
Yeah, that's the podcast. It's just us fucking doing the double Dutch rudder.
Just jerking off on YouTube. That's the name of the podcast.
Jerking off on YouTube.
Yo, that was Jerry DeLorenzo, man. Thanks for listening.
Oh, wait, can I do that throwback hood thing?
What?
One.
Yeah. Wait. I gotta do it. All right, peace. Wait, we're gonna both do it.
All right.
Yo, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. One.
I look for tellable stories that are physically tellable, and from a plot point of view, that which is at least pliable. You know what I mean,
Yes,
don't you?
yes, The question, really, I guess I'm trying to get at is...